Hey guys, Bricks here, back again with another video. I'm back again with a kind of part 2-ish. This is basically responding to all the new stuff that we've received recently over the past couple days. I'm going to be responding to iesta's video and the two Legofreak apology videos. So let's just kind of jump into it. Little note, I'm not going to be adding any screenshots or anything for time's sake. Just because I'm pretty busy right now. Any screenshots that I reference to will be in either of iesta's videos, and his channel link will be down in the description below. So if you have not checked out his videos on Legofreak, I would definitely recommend going and doing so. Anyway, I guess let's just talk about the video. So iesta released a part 2, or like a 2-part series on Legofreak. I think it's a really great one. He kind of reassures a bunch of points that I made in my video, and I feel like he explains all of his racist comments and the connotations of said comments way better than I did in my video, so I have to give him props on that. I think he did a really great job with the video. I really enjoyed watching it, and he also got the chance to, kind of go into my comment section of my video and look at what was going on down there. And I had no idea that there was like this whole thread of like Legofreak back and forth with like 3 people. It was like Brick Boy Builder, TD, and I think I forgot who the other person was. Oh yeah, I think it was Sacred as well. And like he said some crazy stuff, like we have like kids these days have awful music tastes, and that like Van Halen is the best artist, which I strongly disagree with. In my opinion, he's far from the best artist, but that's all opinion based. I don't want to get into all that stuff. But I thought iesta's 2-part series was really well done. I'd really recommend anyone to go check out those videos, and also his other videos that he has on his channel. He puts a lot of time and a lot of effort into his videos. He's a really nice guy, really cool creator. I've been watching him for quite a while now. Really awesome. So thanks again to iesta for making a video on his side of the story. It was really great. I really enjoyed watching it over the past couple days. Also, there are reportedly some more people coming out with videos against Legofreak. I'm not entirely sure if that's still happening. I don't know if that will warrant a next follow-up video. I don't think so, unless there's something super important that I need to address or something like that. Like Legofreak robbed a bank or something like that, maybe I'll have to address that. But if it's just kind of like minor stuff and people just sharing their story about Legofreak, I don't think that really warrants a follow-up video. So just a little warning. So I really enjoyed iesta's video. I think he did a really great job. I think he handled the connotation of his racist statements way better than I did in my video, as I said before. And also, after I released my video, we got an anonymous source. Well, we know who the source is, but he wants to appear anonymous, of screenshots of Legofreak using the f-slur multiple times. He's said it to me before. He said it on a late night live stream before, last year, back before the whole Blade stuff. It was like a really late night live stream, like around 12 o'clock at night. And it was me, Legofreak, I think I think it was just one other person. It might have been BFAB, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But that doesn't matter. But yeah, he used the f-slur in that. He's used the f-slur to me in DMs, and it's just something I never really mentioned in my original video. If you want to see the screenshots, they're again on iesta's video, so go check them out. But his whole defense to using the f-slur, which is very, very wrong, very derogatory towards the LGBTQ community. It's basically the equivalent to the N-word for the black community is the f-slur for the LGBTQ community. It's just as hurtful. It has the connotation of that word is terrible, and you should never use it even in a joking manner. Same with the N-word. You should never use that in a joking manner anyway. I don't understand why people say that as a joke. It's really messed up. But his defense was that his siblings would call their friends that when he was very young, and he just kind of picked it up. And that's just, if that's true, then that's a fault with the parents. I know probably the parents are watching, because he probably got his whole family to watch. Speaking of that, apparently his siblings have and family members have created alternate accounts and are attacking me on my original video, or have attacked me on my original video. I've heard from a few different sources that 3 accounts that have made comments towards my videos are actually his family members. So I'm not entirely sure if that's true or not, but I will go off their word and say that they are. So if they are watching this video, and I hope that they do, because I think they really need to hear this, especially as parents, I feel like you guys need to do a better job educating your children on how to be more stand-up people when they go into the world, because you don't want them facing repercussions for some really terrible thing that they said in poor taste. So you just have to be a good role model for them. My parents were good role models for me and my sister, and I feel like I've turned out just fine so far. So I think you guys should try and educate your children on how to become better people. That's all I'm going to leave there. But I feel like his excuse for using the f-slur is kind of not really justified at all. You're still using it. He also made an excuse that people used to use it back in the day, but also back in the day, people used to own slaves, and that is also such a fucked up thing to do. And yeah, so just because something happened back in the day doesn't mean that it's okay. That never means that it's okay. Black people were lynched and hung from trees back in the 50s, and like earlier than that. Do you think it's okay to do that? No, it's not. It's not okay to do that. So, using the example that this happened back in the day doesn't really solve anything, because that was back in the day. Times were different. The world was a much different place back then. It's nowhere near like how it is now. Actually, that's not true. There's a lot of things that still happen today that are that happened back in the day as well. But I feel like that's a very stupid argument to make. I also feel like Legofreak, I guess he's said on multiple occasions that our generation is super messed up, and now he sees why. I feel like he's like a little boomer. He's like a little boomer made into like a 17-year-old teenager. Like that's like the encapsulation of Legofreak. I don't think he belongs here, but he belongs back in the 50s. Because people wouldn't get mad at his actions back then. Most likely, people would probably laugh at him. But nowadays, if you say that stuff out in public, they will beat the shit out of you, or some people will. Some people might agree, but those people are just as messed up. So yeah, that's kind of where I wanted to talk about iesta's video, and I want to move into his 2 apology videos really quickly. His first one is awful. His second one is pretty bad too, but it's not as bad because at least he addresses one of the points that we have made in our videos. The first one is a 30-second apology, or not even an apology, just like a defense, saying that he's never said any of this stuff, even though we have screenshots of him saying it. So that basically, that whole excuse flies out the window. And also that he believes that everyone should be treated equally, and also by his actions and his behavior. That is, again, not the case, because he has proven himself time and time again that he does not believe that, and is only saying that to pander to his audience, or his dwindling fan base that is leaving by the minute. And then he ended up deleting his apology video, even though there was praise, which was surprising to me why anyone would praise that piece of shit video. It had no evidence, it wasn't even really an apology. I'm surprised that anyone would go on and comment or show their support for Legofreak after that video. I feel like that video made him look even worse, and that's what it did. So he ended up deleting that video and made a 4-minute video where he only addresses the racial points that we made against him, about him being a racist. And he basically justifies his Um, he justifies his Uber Eats comment about how he would generalize by race and tip someone who is black more than someone who's white, which is still an example of racism. But even after that apology came out, iesta releases part 2, where he shows screenshots of him and Legofreak talking, and he again confirms that every time that they've had a black person, they were always so nice, and every white person that they have is so rude, so they just tip the black person more because they like them more, which still is racism. You're generalizing by race. You're focusing more on race than you should not. You should never focus on race, and that's what he did in order to, determine, who gets tipped more, and you should just tip everyone equally to begin with. So that basically flew out the window. So his second apology is basically useless. I would not recommend, if I was him, to make a third apology, because I feel like that would just prove my point. Even if he addressed every single point that I made in my video, I think it would just prove my point. Either way, that he had to make a third apology video to fully address me and iesta's video. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Sometimes I kind of wish that I didn't really get wrapped up in this stuff, but then other times I'm kind of thankful because of the aftermath and what's going on. He's remained fairly quiet over the past couple days. He hasn't said much on Instagram. He's blocked me on what he thinks is every profile or every account that I own, but I still have a few, and I'm keeping some watchful eyes over him to make sure and just keep a lookout, see if he does anything. And I hope he watches this. I hope he watches this follow-up video. I hope he learns to become a better person in the future. I honestly feel like he should take a break from YouTube. I think if he jumps right back into everything, he's basically he's going to hurt himself even more, and I feel like that's going to solidify my point that he doesn't care about any of this stuff. He just cares about getting notoriety on YouTube. And I guess he did get it somehow, because I feel like a lot more people have looked at his channel recently due to the whole controversy that's been going on. So I really hope he takes this time to learn and grow. I don't think he will. I really hope he does. But if he doesn't, I'll just be sitting back to wait to catch another time that he fucks up, and talk about it. So I guess that's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be an endless cycle until he learns that he needs to mature and straighten up. So anyways, it's kind of what I wanted to talk about real quick. That's really about it. How are you guys doing? Everyone having a pretty good day? I'm pretty busy, actually. I got a lot on my plate. I have a AP midterm on Monday. It's currently Saturday. So yeah, I got a lot going on, so I don't know. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little catch-up video, I guess. Little part 2. If you may call it that, I guess you can, because it's technically a part 2. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys sometime.